In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Bambu Labs A1 Mini and 5 free files that you can print for this thing to improve it a little bit. Let's get started. So first off, we're going to be taking a look at the poop situation on this printer. This handles poop way differently than, say, any of the core XY printers from Bambu Labs, like the X1 Carbon, the P1S, or the P1P. So we have to think a little bit differently about this. We're still gonna need a poop bucket. So the way that the Bambu Lab A1 Mini works is it uses this little system right here where it purges out, and then it uses this little deflector system to slingshot the poop as far as it can. First off, I think the best thing you can print is this little deflector shield here. And I'll have links down to everything below if you wanna check out these files. This is super simple. It was designed pretty nicely. All it does is just slide onto this slot right here. And it basically gives something for the poop to kind of hit to just fall down. And now we're gonna need somewhere to actually catch that poop. So we're gonna need a poop bucket. And now this poop bucket is super simple. It's got a little bit of a raised end on here to kind of help catch stuff, to say if you didn't have this little deflector shield. I found that this actually doesn't catch very well if this is super high up, because this is just gonna slingshot it as far as it can. So this does have a little guard right here so you can put it underneath the printer a little bit to kind of help keep it in place. And with that, you have somewhere to catch the poop. So now if you're like me and you take this printer with you to and from work, for instance, or if you travel with it a little bit, someone actually designed a handle to go on the top of here. You basically just replace this with this handle. Let's get this thing installed and give it a shot. So it looks like we just need to actually undo these screws, and we're gonna reuse these once we actually get the handle installed. Now, you have a little hole for the screw here, right there. And I'm using my LTT screwdriver. I totally drank the Kool-Aid on this thing, but I absolutely love it. All right, moment of truth. Hey, there we go. That's pretty cool. Now you can carry around your printer to and from wherever you need to go pretty easily. Yeah, great design. I like it. But I'm actually gonna take this off because I have a bigger problem with this printer that I'm hoping that I can solve, but I need to use this part. So right now, I'm actually not liking where the stock placement for the filament holder is. I find that it tangles upon itself, and it always just stops it from printing because it tangles and it gets looped around. I'm hoping that by moving it somewhere else, we can solve that. So, just like the other one that before this, we're gonna take off this cover and install this one. And this is gonna be a new home for the filament holder. Now we can just go in. And then this right here can clip in here so we can move this. Now that lives right there. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and remove this, which is something I almost forgot about. And we're gonna move it over to that other piece. And now we can slide this on. Now we actually have a rear elevated mount for our filament. So since we're still using the original PTFE tube, we can just push that in. All right, so now this last print is totally just aesthetic. There's nothing functional about this print whatsoever, but it looked really cool and it caught my eye over on MakerWorld. And that is this super cool skull, like Halloween themed frame for the A1 Mini screen. And it printed out really nicely. You do need to use supports for this one, and it just fits right on top of the screen. So it literally just sits right on top like this. And it kind of adds some cool little flair to your printer. Now this is actually part of a bigger set where you can have a whole bunch more ghostly and ghoulish kind of stuff that flies all around your printer, but I just did this one for right now. Okay, so now this last one I have here is a little bit more of a functional print. It's just this little thing right here. So this little thing right here is just a plug cover for if you don't have an AMS light for your Bambu Lab A1 Mini. Since I don't, I actually could use one of these covers. And basically all it does is it just fills in these extra holes here. So realistically, just to keep any dust and stuff out. Super easy to install. Goes in nicely, and I printed this in the Elegoo Galaxy Black, which this is my first time using it, and I think I'm in love. I think I really like this. All right, so there you have it. There was 5 free files for the Bambu Lab A1 Mini. Let me know what you think about them down in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this, hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. This is Adam from the Rad Dad Print Lab, and I'll see you next time. This is Adam from the MTV Rad... frickin' A.